Welcome to Lock Journey Conversations.
The conversation is just to educate you and talk about locks in general.
All types of locks, all types of hair types, all types of densities.
Angie wants you to know that we are master locksmiths.
Yes, I like that.
We want you to be able to embrace your journey. You're going to be comfortable in your own skin.
The comfort, the love of locks. We're going to give you everything you need to know on locks. You can't get better than that. Oh, look at that.
Okay. All right. We're ready.
Hi, this is Lee, and today we're going to get started talking about when it's time to let your loctician go. So what do you guys think are some of the red flags that you look for?
Oh, this is going to be so good.
There's plenty.
When do you let your loctician go? So we are in a unique position because we are all locticians, right? As y'all all know. And so we are basically communicating to y'all about when to let us go, right? So, oh, wow. Shayla, This is going to be good. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So when do you think you should let your loctician go? Well, we are going to talk about some of those reasons and when you should. So I think you should pay attention to everything your loctician does. So some red flags, as you mentioned, Lee. So maybe a red flag is, I don't know, lateness or lack of education. Let's talk about that.
I think that the best thing to do is when you're talking about the loctician being late is consider if that is a reoccurring issue. If that is coming up every time you have an appointment, they're rescheduling or they're asking you to just come 30 minutes later or something like that, and it's happened like 2 or 3 times, then that's a red flag.
Or just them simply rescheduling you. Every single time you have an appointment, they're rescheduling you. We have issues that come up too, just like you guys do. But I'm pretty mindful with my clients. If I'm going to be late, which that doesn't happen too much, but I like to brag on that.
To you.
But if I'm going to be late, I want them to know. I'm going to text them. If I don't get them in that text, I'm going to call them. Because I need to talk to you and let you know I'm running about 5 minutes late or 10 minutes. This is what it is, But if your loctician just doesn't do that and they're always switching appointments, I've literally gotten new clients because they're tired of their loctician changing their appointments, trying to get a whole new day out there and time out there. And we understand that you work and you have things that go on too. So we have to stick with your appointments just like, we would like you to stick with the appointment you schedule with us. So.
And I'm like Shayla, I'm rarely late. However, and if I am, it's usually 5 to 10 minutes because of traffic. I left too late, something's going on, whatever. However, I do know that there are some locticians because I've heard stories from my new clients that have come over to me. You're on your way to your appointment. It's about an hour away, and mid-traffic, mid on the way there, you get this phone call or this text. Usually it's a text that says, hey, can we reschedule? And you're looking at your clock and you're looking at traffic and you're looking like, no, I don't want to reschedule. I'm on my way there and now I have to reschedule. Now, a one-off, everybody understands, right? But when it's consistently happening 2 or 3 times, your time is precious too. So we want to respect that. But when it gets to when you're mid-traffic, mid there, and they need to reschedule and it happens all the time, you might want to consider looking for a new loctician.
Yeah, let's
So
say
respect your time.
2 or more times.
I think so.
Yeah.
Another
3 is too much.
Absolutely. Another reason could be that the loctician is not doing the best work on your head. Let's talk about that for a second.
So how would you know if you're a client? How do you know that they're not taking the best care of your hair?
Ooh, good question.
Well, unless you have clients, and I think I've probably programmed this into my clients. That's probably my fault too, but it's a good thing at the same time. But I think I probably pre-programmed them. So they know to look. They'll go home and take a look. But I have a mirror set up, 3 mirrors in there that they can use because before they walk out, there's a full body mirror. They all go and stand in it and smile and, oh my God, so they get their looks. And if they want to see the back of their head, they have a handheld that they can look at, their hair before they leave. So clients know. Some of those that really are particular, they're going to pay attention.
So holes in your locks, not completed heads, so partially done. I've heard horror stories about people who even had tag teams on their heads. So a wife and husband duo or 2 people on their heads. And then out of those 2 people, when they finish their locks, their whole head is not done. So there's a whole section that got missed. So that could be an inclination of switching your loctician or looking for a new loctician.
I got one. What about cleanliness? Because I think it's very important that when you walk into your loctician's shop or her suite or wherever she's
area.
doing your hair, it needs to be clean. So if they
Yes.
haven't cleaned it since the last client that they had, that's a red flag. You shouldn't even want to sit in a chair that hasn't been wiped down. Their hands haven't been washed. I make sure my clients see me go and wash my hands.
Utensils haven't been sanitized.
Sanitized. Yes. You pay attention to those things because let me tell you something, ringworm and all those little things with scalps, it's contagious. It will pass from one head to the next. So you want to pay attention to all of the cleanliness when it comes to that loctician and her environment. So that's a red flag. Don't just take them and sit there because it's cheap. Cheap doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely not.
It doesn't work.
What about poor communication?
Ooh.
That goes back to us talking about just, if they're not calling to let you know they're running late.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just need to communicate overall because, again, you're their client. So they got to respect you too.
Or your scalp or your hair health. So
Hair
if there's
health.
something going on with your hair or your scalp and your loctician is not communicating that to you about your hair or your scalp, and then you're having issues, so normally I tell my clients if something's going on with their scalp, I'm like, hey, your scalp is bleeding right here. You probably want to get that checked out. Or these are some thin locks that probably need to be combined. You might want to, I'll look at it now, but next time we may look at combining those locks in the future. What did you do to this lock? Because it now has a knot in it.
Yes.
So what did you do to this lock between the last time I saw you and this time? Because I didn't see this knot before. And now I can't get it out because I tried. And now I have to retie your hair with
more
this.
time.
Yes. So that's another thing. So is your loctician communicating those things with you and or stopping to tell you those things and or stopping to address and ask you questions? What about buildup? Is your loctician concerned about the buildup? There's buildup in your hair. Now your loctician sees that buildup, and are they asking you or have they asked you, what are you doing? Have you tied your hair up? Are you washing it completely? Are you shampooing out all your conditioner and shampoo?
Yeah. It's
what products are you using, which you should not be if you have sister locks? But that's another conversation. That we've had in the past and we could probably have again in the future. But have you shampooed all the product out of your hair?
Honestly, a good loctician is not going to fool within your head at any point in time if there's a lot of buildup. First of all, you shouldn't even go to your appointment with your head not being washed if you did not schedule a wash, for a retie. If
We
you
can
did
tell.
not, I'm not going to do your hair. I'm not going to do your hair if it's too much buildup because, again, all that stuff passes and transfers onto my skin, even though I'm washing, my tools or my hands. It's just uncomfortable to be sitting in a scalp that's
oil?
dirty.
What about oil,
so
Shayla? Because I have some clients
all
that
of
come
it.
and I'm doing it and I'm trying not to say anything and I'm doing it and then the tool keeps slipping out of my hand and now I have my
Blue
towel on
magic.
the side.
That's communication.
They've decided to put blue magic in their hair, although no one has told them to do so.
It is hard to retighten hair with the sister lock tool with oil. And
Any
we've told
product.
y'all that, which is why we ask you to pre-wash your hair before you come to make sure that it's free of oil and conditioners.
Leave-in conditioners,
Because it's hard for us to hold our tool. So now it's taking longer to do your hair and then that tool is slipping out and then it could go over your appointment. Now, if we go over your appointment, then there's an extra fee, then you're going to be, saying things about that. So we don't want to do that. So we're asking you to come with it free of oil because of the certain tool. Now, other tools you can use and it's not so bad with oil in your hair, but it's still it's challenging with oil because it's slippery.
So we've kind of transitioned into the next question, which is when is it a good time to let your client go?
You are so right, Kelly.
Yeah. When they don't comply, basically. If I've asked you at multiple appointments, hey, and we've had the conversation, I've already educated you, right? But I've asked you multiple times to, hey, stop doing this. Let's do it this way because this will work better, not just for your scalp and your locks, but for me as well, doing your hair. So if you can't comply with what I'm asking to benefit you for the long run, then I have to let you go because then we're wasting each other's time. We're just not a good fit. I probably refer you to someone else or just tell you to find someone else. There's so many of us out there, and I'm not a gatekeeper. So hey, go ahead and look for someone that works for
someone
you.
else.
That'll let you do what you want to do if you don't want to follow or comply with the,
And the chronic lateness for locticians, relates to chronic lateness for clients, right?
Correct.
So we understand one-offs, maybe a two, because things happen, life happens. But
Mhm.
when you're chronically late more than 15 minutes, I have a 15-minute grace period. I think these ladies have 10.
15.
15.
yeah.
Okay, so
15.
15-minute grace
might cut
periods.
that down.
And at 15, you can decide whether you want to still come or not. Because if it's 16 minutes, now we're going to charge you extra, and you can decide if you want to still come or not. But if it's 15 or less, then you could possibly still come. But we also let you know that once you do come, we may or may not be able to finish your hair within the time because the next client is scheduled to
coming
come.
after, yes.
And so we let you know that we may or may not be able to finish your hair, and then it's up to you if you want to continue that appointment.
So normally for what I normally try to do is the 15-minute grace period for me lets me know I can still get them completed. Right. But if you come beyond that, then now I'm going to have to cancel you.
I'm
most
on my way
likely.
home.
Yeah. At that point, yeah, Lee will definitely leave.
I am definitely not in
I'm
the
gonna
salon
call her
either.
text and say,
At
"Hey."
12 after, I've already pre-did the text, and I'm about to hit send at 15 because I'm already on my door. So
Yeah.
we have stuff to do. We want to get it done. We can get another client potentially.
Yes.
Some clients only take an hour to get done, so we can get that hour client in if they're on a wait list that we can get in. But otherwise, we're gone.
It's
Yeah, and
basically consideration.
Yeah,
Just
because
consider
if we
our
do take them,
time
we take
and-
a long time, right? I mean, we're moving fast. If we do
Yeah.
take them, we're moving fast. We're trying to get done before the next client comes
Absolutely.
in
It's
because we
about
do
the
want to
next
get you
client.
in and out.
Yeah. Because we have times, it's slots. And if you scheduled that particular slot of time that you said works for you, we're going with that.
Yeah,
you said you
have to
can
be
be there at
considerate.
1, be
Yes.
considered because you said 1 o'clock works for you. So know that I have a 3 o'clock probably behind you.
Yes.
So I need you to be there on time. So that's why I'm on time. So yeah, that'll definitely be something I'd let someone go for if it happens too often.
But that's not the only reason that it may be time to let a client go. It may be time to let a client go because maybe our personalities just don't click.
That's true.
Right?
We change over time.
Yes, we do.
change.
And so maybe you are maybe saying some things or doing some things that are not conducive of the shop or what we think should be I don't
Going
know.
on.
Yes,
Yeah.
going on in our shop. So sometimes personalities just don't match, and we just have to figure that out, right? You figure that out. I figure it out. We don't match. Maybe you need to find somebody who you match with. Some of the things may be that you have to take calls while we're doing your hair, and which is fine because sometimes we take calls. But more than likely, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but more than likely, we are putting these calls in our ear, and we're talking on the phone. They are not out loud for you to hear. Sometimes you got to take FaceTime calls. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but with Sister Locks, they don't really want us to work if you're going to take a FaceTime call.
Correct.
They want us to stop working. Now, we probably have continued to do that, thinking that you're going to get off the phone quickly. You're not showing us doing your hair. You're just having your face on there. But we're supposed to just stop doing your hair. And, looking out for y'all, we just don't sometimes, but we're supposed to stop doing your hair. So if we do that, that then puts us behind for, finish your call. So then we have to do your hair again when you get off the call. And then that may put us behind for another client potentially, correct? We also have to be privy to
pricing when the clients start acting funny about pricing, like it's brand new,
Right.
like you didn't know what our prices were, or if you have an issue at the time of checkout about pricing, that's not okay because those things have been discussed prior to.
Not only that, just to backdoor her on pricing, it's important to read the description. I know my services have a area where it says click description.
Yes, I do too.
Read. A lot of y'all don't like to really read the description. You just want to book your appointment. But you definitely should read the description because I guarantee in that description, it's going to give you everything. It's going to give you if it's an extra 30 minutes, if it's an extra 15 minutes, whatever it is, this is the charge, right? So you don't want sticker shock. So we make sure we supply all that information. And I think what we have a lot of time is people not paying attention. So then you come in and you're mad because I say, oh, well, the additional fee is this because we went over.
I had a client leave me because of that.
Yeah, but it was there.
Yeah, she's overdue retightening, and I did her. My prices have always been there. She was my client for a very long time, several years. And my prices have always been there, and the description is always there. But for some reason, this day that I did her overdue retightening, which was over 10 weeks, and I did her over, and when I finished and I charged her, She looked at me, I looked at her, she paid, and then she never came back. She canceled her next appointment. And what can I do with that?
Nothing.
I thought that our relationship was better than that. And I thought she knew. I mean, it was there. I haven't changed anything, but I think she felt slighted. And so she never came back.
It's because y'all aren't.
You know, it kind of hurt a little bit. She just dropped me like that. But hey, you know, what can I do? I mean, I'm not trying to
fill that space.
Yes, I didn't hide it. It's out there. It's not like it's a secret. And, you know, it's not like a pop up. I'm not just springing it on you. I'm not
Clients have to be
blindsiding you.
mindful that it is business.
It's a bit, and let's talk about that. This is a business, y'all. So
we're not your friends, buddy.
Yeah.
We are working for our livelihood.
Yes. And I don't understand sometimes when we have these conversations with just different clients, and it's a great conversation. I get in there and have a good time with my clients, love them to death. But we have some conversations where we're talking about the different companies and how much we're, you know, love to shop and go spend money with everybody else. But when it comes to you coming into the shop,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. You don't like the price, but you go buy Jordans that are $200. But if my price is $200 and I get you done in that time frame in 2 hours, it's a problem.
You come into a good atmosphere. It's comfortable. It's quiet. It's clean. I perform a service that can get you in and out in 2 hours or under. It's a good service. You look good. You're happy, and then you leave. And
I'm literally making sure you look good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
you complain.
You complain. You don't want to tip us.
Like I don't have bills of my own.
Because this is how we make our living, right? We perfected our craft so that we can provide it to you. And then we expect to get compensated. Just like when you go to your job, you want to get compensated for what you do. And if your boss came to you and said, hey, look, I can't pay you till next week. Not this week, but next week. Can I give you? And then I only can give you half of that. How would you feel? And don't get me wrong. We understand that things happen. We understand because we have clients that we work with, and we understand that because we do sympathize with that because stuff does happen. Let me say that. But in the interim, just understanding that we are providing the best service that we can to you. We try to keep our personal business to ourselves. We try to make sure that we are on when you come in. We're happy. We're good. We sit down. We do the service, and then you leave.
Well, and we're not just doing a service at that point either. We're also being your therapist. So I say, just, you know, kind of consider.
Let's tell it now.
I'm just saying, just consider the job that we are doing. We're not just doing just you. There's other clients before or after you. You see what I'm saying? So we're taking on all of that.
So when we have, either one of us have 3 to 5 clients a day. At any given time. So if you think about 3 to 5 of your friends, and when you go home, you have 3 to 5 people, different lives and different scenarios going on, and you take that home.
And you talk to them for like 2
hours. Yes. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, because what was the thing back in the day? It was like, I'm not a magician. I'm what does it say? Oh my gosh, what was the one? I'm not a loctician. I'm not a magician. I'm a loctician. Okay. Something like that. Anyway, something like that. Like we are not these people who can just take on all these things and go home and be like, hey, I went to work today and it's all good. No, we take this stuff home, especially if you are spiritual. Right? We pray for people, we listen to them, and we sympathize with situations. I cry with my clients too. You know, like it's hard sometimes. Things are going on, and it's a lot going on. We care. So we take that home, and we have to sometimes take that home, pray for y'all and about y'all, and then we have to let it go. And so it's a lot taking on 5 people every day. If you work 4 to 5 days a week, some 6 days a week. I used to work 7 days a week. So you're taking all of those clients home, all of their issues and problems home with you, and then having to. Anyway, all we're saying is we love y'all. We love y'all. We love that y'all love us. And we try to show y'all that we love y'all by the service that we provide, the professionalism that we provide, and the expertise that we provide. And all we ask for is just some reciprocation of that. That's all.
And to be mindful of the ladies that you are working with, and look for indicators that maybe they're not a good fit for you, and vice versa. And we do the same.
And let me just say, with that being said, you'll know when it's not a good fit. It's almost going to be the same. It's going to be a cohesive thing that's happening where you know that y'all are no longer really a good fit. In the loctician, if she's honest enough or bold enough, she's just going to tell you.
Yes.
She's just going to say, you know
Yes.
what, I don't think this is going to work.
Yes.
I'm not obviously doing some things that you want me to do, and I can't. So I don't want to basically lose my religion. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Let me
give
just
in.
say this. If
So-
you coming into your appointment
Mhm.
and you stressed out about your appointment and sitting in your loctician's chair, that might not be the loctician for you, and vice versa. If I am stressed out about you coming to sit in my chair, you may not be the client for me. That's it. It should be a mutual respect. It should be a mutual, hey, I'm so happy you're here. Let me do your hair. And you should be, I'm so happy to be here. I need my hair done. And then we do that thing. And then everybody goes,
I say just tell them. Just tell a loctician. A lot of y'all just disappear.
Yeah, they do.
Just tell us. It's okay to just
Shayla,
tell.
why they do that?
Trust me, my feelings won't be hurt. I'll probably
No, when you
understand
say your
it.
feelings don't be hurt, my feelings be
Mine's
hurt a little
not gonna
bit.
be hurt.
No, my feelings be hurt a little bit because we have had conversations, like deep conversations.
Been
about
invested for years.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Just like you know the
just
person.
leave.
So then I'm concerned, like, is something going on with you? Are you all
How
right?
much time we got left on this episode? Because I got something else to say. Because listen. So if we have invested these years,
Yes.
we've talked, you know about my kids, my grandchildren, a little bit about my family. I know about yours. We talk, and then all of a sudden you are just gone. That don't hurt your feelings,
No.
Shayla?
So this is all I'm saying.
Hurt my
This is what I'm
feelings.
saying. My feelings are not hurt. I'm disappointed. It's a
Okay.
disappointment because I've invested in you so much time.
Yes.
And then I sat back and I listened to your life stories. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't give me the courtesy enough to actually let me know what was going on.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would be more disappointed. Would I be hurt? No. Because you
Wait.
weren't hurt
Wait a
enough to let
minute.
me know what the situation was.
Can we do this? Can we just drop them and not say nothing? Just be like, don't
No,
just
and that's
on their
that's the-
appointment. We could just not show up.
Well,
And
exactly. That's the thing.
Can we do it?
That's my whole
Can
point.
we
We
do it,
can't
though?
do that to y'all.
No.
So that's why I need y'all
No,
to.
it is not
Just
okay.
tell us.
It's not okay, y'all. It's not.
okay.
I would never do that. I would never
Yeah.
do that to my clients. So, no, I would just tell you that it's not a good fit and it's not working.
Yeah.
But I would never not show up. However, that does not stop clients from just dropping you. And then it does leave you wondering. I don't know if you wonder after. I wonder after. I'm
I
like,
wonder, but
wow, you could have just called me. Like, we are adults, you know, and woman to woman or
That,
man to
yeah.
woman. You could have just said, you know what? It's not a good fit anymore. I'm going to
Yes.
move on to another
Yeah.
client. No
'Cause
hard
then,
feelings. I
you
had a
know what
great
else?
conversation with
With
you.
that being said, if you actually do tell me,
'Cause
that
if
it's
you
not
wanna
a good
come back.
fit, no, if it's not a good fit, I might be able to refer you to someone that's perfect for
That's
you.
true.
And they're just as
That's
good
true.
as me.
That is a very good
Or
point.
probably even better. So it's best to tell your loctician that something's not working.
Yes.
Because there's probably not going to be hard feelings. It might just need to be a personality adjustment.
But what if they want to come back?
Trade off.
What if they want to come back?
We'll need time though.
Yeah.
You need time. I've had clients return to me and it'll probably be a year later. And that's okay.
Same
You
here.
know what I'm saying? And it happens like that. I know there's a lot of you out there as locticians who've seen that. So it's okay. That's why I say you can't be hurt because it turns over. This business is a turnover sometimes, a lot of the time. So it's okay. But just be courteous. That's all.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. We hope we gave you some clarity on when to let your loctician go, as well as when
To let your
the
clients.
loctician should let their clients go. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, make sure you follow us on Instagram at lockjourney_conversations to stay updated on class dates, install openings, and new episodes.
Our quarterly class is a 2-day hands-on training that we schedule throughout the year, and it's perfect for anybody wanting to grow their skills and get real practice on technique.
Don't forget about our group installs. This is where you can get up to 3 people on your head. We install your hair within 4 hours or less. It's fast, it's organized, and it's a great option if you want a quicker experience without sacrificing quality. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.